Hey everybody, this is Stacy Parks of filmspecific.com and welcome back to our video series on Business Plans 2.0. And today I'm going to talk to you about having a real distribution strategy for your film's business plan. A lot of people don't include distribution strategies in their business plan, and I'm going to show you today why it's actually very critical that you do include this in your plan. So first of all, a realistic distribution strategy communicates to your potential investors how you plan to generate revenue. That's why it's so important to include an actual strategy in your plan, because otherwise your potential investor who's reading through the plan that you've given them is probably wondering, how in the heck are they going to actually generate revenue to pay me back? So there's actually two ways to earn revenue on your film. The first is through traditional distribution platforms, and the second is through non-traditional, or what I call 2.0 distribution platforms. Let's first talk about what traditional distribution platforms include. It includes traditional theatrical distribution. Okay, so those are the traditional theatrical all rights deals that you hear about. Traditional broadcast distribution. Okay, so that includes cable TV, DVD, traditional retail DVD, so the DVDs that you see in the stores, and foreign distribution. Those four platforms are the traditional distribution platforms that historically every producer has been able to rely on in order to earn revenue on their film. Now, fortunately, over in the last year or two, we've also come across four more distribution platforms. They're more non-traditional, and like I said, what I'm calling 2.0. And what's great is you can add four more distribution platforms to the mix, so it's actually four more chances to earn revenue on your film. So those 2.0 platforms include internet VOD, so sites like iTunes, Hulu, cable VOD, which is like pay-per-view on Time Warner Cable or Comcast, theatrical self-releasing and home screenings, and also direct-to-consumer sales, so self-distributing DVDs from your website. These four distribution platforms have just come on the scene, like I said, in the last couple of years, and these actually make up a very important part of your overall revenue pie that you're going to be promoting in your business plan to potential investors. So you don't want to leave these out. Now, so here's what we got. We've got 8 distribution platforms, which equal 8 potential revenue streams. So remember, distribution platforms is just another way of saying revenue stream when we're talking about it in this context. So what are your goals? I'd say number one, you want to establish which of these 8 distribution platforms I just told you about will work for your project. Now, obviously, not every project is one size fits all. So for some films, you're going to be talking about all 8 different distribution platforms or revenue streams in your business plan. Some films will only be talking about one. I know of films who they're only planning to release it digitally on the internet. So in that case, they would only be talking about one of those 8 distribution platforms / revenue streams. I know of some films who they want to exploit as many as possible. But the second part of your goal is that whatever the case is, you need to communicate that, what your exact strategy is, to these potential investors who are reading your business plan. So within your business plan, you not only need to just list, okay, these are the distribution platforms, but the point I want to get across is that you need to talk about what your strategy is for getting onto these platforms, and then once you're on these platforms, what's your strategy for maximizing your revenue on each of these platforms. And what that's going to do, it's going to show that you're a serious player. You're not just, listing, oh, here are the different ways to get my film distributed, but you've actually put thought into which ones are right for your film and how you can maximize each one of them. So like I said, once again, this is a really important point I want to get across, is that whatever path you choose, you need to clearly communicate a realistic distribution strategy to potential investors. This is a big pet peeve of mine. I've probably read hundreds of business plans in my career so far, and one of my pet peeves is seeing these quote unquote template like business plans that have just, okay, they have a section, here's how I'm going to distribute my film, and they talk about the theater and box office grosses and things like that without any consideration to the fact that very, very, very few films even get a traditional theatrical release these days. So very, very few people should actually even be putting that into their business plan. Okay, so it's just something I want you to think about. What is realistic for your film, and how can you communicate that clearly in your business plan? You got any questions about this stuff? If you do, just put it in the comment section below. This has been a really interesting series so far. People have responded very well to video 1 and video 2 and been putting questions and comments down below the videos, and I've been able to answer everything there. So if you have any questions on this or anything else we've discussed so far, please place it in the comment section below. And thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.